It's Wildcard Wednesday, time to play. Goldy and Mac bring fun your way. From training talk to crazy scenes, it's your weekly dose of wild routines. Wildcard Wednesday, part of your hype stream routine.
What's up out there? It's Wildcard Wednesday. We got Goldy, new, rebranded, coming at you from Dallas, Texas. And we got my friend on the other end, my brother from another mother, Mac. Give him a shout out. Let's go.
It's your boy Mac here, coming at you from Rochester, New York, 585. What's up, Goldy? Good to see you, my dude.
Good to see you too. Sorry we're a little late on the stream today out there, chat. We are doing some new cutting edge material, some fun stuff. We got a lot to talk about tonight, including an identity crisis that I just recently went through. Mac has a big event going on this Friday, and yes, we are going to figure out the next world record that I am going to attempt to break. It's all coming up for you live on Wildcard Wednesday. So, Mac, what do you want to start with? I want to start talking about your race on Friday because we got a big one, right?
We do. I only think it is fair, though, that we start with your name has changed. I really think we should start with that. I'm dying to know. I'm sure some people are dying to know.
Okay, so
is here.
I guess we'll start out with this. So, a lot has changed in a week. So, as you know, one of the reasons we started the show was because we both had some really lofty goals for the Buffalo Marathon. Of course, Mac was attempting to qualify for the Boston Marathon. I was attempting to break the Guinness World Record for the fastest half marathon in lacrosse equipment. So, unfortunately, Mac missed the time by 1 minute, but he ran a sub-3 hour marathon, so still incredible stuff. I shattered the world record by 15 minutes. I ran a 1 hour and 29 minute half marathon in full Buffalo Bandits lacrosse equipment. That is, I thought I did that until last Thursday, the day after last show. This gentleman who will remain unnamed reached out to me. You know what? He didn't reach out to me. He posted on social media kind of mocking my attempt, which I certainly did not appreciate. The guy seems kind of he seems kind of annoying. But after he had kind of posted, do you know anything about this, Mac?
Yes. I was filled in a little bit. I went and did some research on it.
Yeah. So this guy is a former or current professional triathlete or something. I'm not really sure. But I see on his story, it says, wait until this guy finds out. And then, like, the crying emoji laughing. And apparently, this guy has already broken the fastest half marathon in lacrosse equipment. He did it in late April, waited to submit it for a little bit. So the record hasn't been updated online yet. So I went to Buffalo thinking the record was still 144 because that's what was on the website. I ran a 129, thought I crushed it, and unfortunately I did not. I made a huge deal out of it because, listen, a 129 half marathon is hard to do. I don't care who you are, let alone wearing full lacrosse equipment and running with a damn stick in your hand. And then to kind of be mocked in public like that, I had a complete meltdown, okay? Full identity crisis, like down for the count, really upset, and I just had a real identity crisis. So I was like, you know what? I did not break the record. This is the fourth time I've attempted a world record, and I did not accomplish it. There are no golds in my life. Yeah, my name's Goldy, but I don't win anything. So I just go for it.
Push it all up, baby.
I just blew it up. I dropped a stick of dynamite into my whole brand. And so I'm just like, you know what? I go for it. So Goldy goes. So
yeah, Chad, I just want to make sure everyone knows real quick. We have his former name was Go for the Goldy. It's literally saved in my search history on YouTube. I always say go for the Goldy, go for the Goldy. Like, that's how I easily get to his page. And I have to now break that habit. So I can't believe you, Goldy. Now I have to switch all of my search history on Google and everything to Goldy Go.
And this has been, honestly, that's like a 10-year brand. Just knee-jerk reaction, identity crisis, blew it up.
Out the window.
Yeah, I just freaked out and got rid of it. So now it's Goldy Goes. I like it.
Yeah.
I tried. I did. My first choice was Goldy on the Go. I liked that one, but it was taken, and I didn't want to add like underscores and numbers and stuff. So Goldy Goes. That's the new one. So yeah, it was a pretty crappy moment to kind of find out that way that I wasn't going to get the record. Now, there is a very, 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 very small percentage chance that maybe his record does get rejected. He ran a 1:23, which I wasn't touching. I mean, I could potentially if I really trained hard, but just the whole idea of having to sign up for another half marathon, go through another training cycle, like do the whole rigmarole, there's a very, very, very small percentage chance that maybe he gets rejected. Maybe he didn't document it the correct way, or he did have a basketball tee on, which I will say, man up, bro, and wear an actual lacrosse jersey. I wore a long sleeve one, like a man, and represented my Buffalo Bandits. But
hey, at least you could say you went down swinging, though.
I went down swinging. I'm still gonna submit all the paperwork, and it's a Hail Mary. Why not? Maybe they say, hey, listen, we'll still give you a plaque because technically you got your stuff in before him. You know what I mean? You had the record for a day or something. I don't know. So
Definitely.
that's kind of what happened this week. So unfortunately, it was a pretty crappy feeling. But part of the show today is we are going to ask one of my newest best friends in the world. First name starts with a C and ends with hat. And last name, GPT. That's right. We're going ChatGPT to figure out what new Guinness World Record we're going to go for. Because, listen, ChatGPT knows my deepest, darkest secrets. It knows me better than anybody on Earth. And dare I say, maybe even better than my wife. I'm just kidding. But
Shout out, Jenny. Shout out, Jenny.
Jenny, you know me the best, girl. Love you. But ChatGPT might be a close second.
Well,
but yeah.
Hey, Goldy, I figured, I didn't mean to start you on that topic, too. I figured if this was a news story of a Wednesday broadcast and we were the two insanely good-looking athletic anchors, then this would be the leading story. Am I crazy or not?
I did bury the lead. I buried the lead.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I did. I didn't want to make it about me, but, I had a meltdown. I had a Britney Spears moment. I had a moment of just, listen, I gotta freak out. I gotta just get this out of my system. But you know what? Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, I will be back. Goldy goes for everything. Goldy goes for records. Goldy goes for nonsense. So we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna throw a teaser out there because I know nobody really watches this or pays attention to anything that I do. You literally are like the only person that is like, did you change your handle? But in my personal life, I have some crazy stuff going on, and let's just say there may be some radical changes coming very soon. So stay tuned for that. Keep an eye on that.
There might have to be a couple gap episodes of the stream where Mac maybe takes over the stream for maybe a week or two.
Never. This is my life. I live for Wednesday nights for this.
He does. It's true, Chad. It is true. He does literally peak for Wednesday nights.
I literally just got off my bike. I just did 30 miles on my bike right here, and I just barely took a shower because I knew that 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, I was ready to go with Mac. Wildcard Wednesday. So,
Let's go, baby.
So we're going to talk about what world record we're going to shoot for next. But listen, this is the Wildcard Wednesday Mac and Goldy show, not the Goldy show.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about what Mac's got going on because Friday, he's right back at it, man. He's got a big day, and I'm going to let him explain it here.
Yeah, no, so big, definitely an interesting Friday I got. I go from a insanely long race. Chat, if anyone doesn't know, so I just about 2 weeks ago, I did the Buffalo Marathon. I ran 2 hours and 56 minutes. for the Buffalo Marathon. It was my first time under 3 hours for the marathon. And as you know, Goldy, the marathon takes a lot out of you, but I have some very loving, incredibly caring friends that just absolutely encouraged me so positively to do a race this Friday night. I'm being sarcastic. Shout out to my friends. They forced me to do it, but hey, whatever. It'll be fun. I'm running a mile on the track at St. John Fisher University, my home track. I'm an alumni of that school, just about 5 minutes away from me. Under the lights, 1 mile on the track. Super excited. I haven't run a mile since 2021, and then probably, I'd say seriously, since 2018. I do have a very fast 1 mile PR, but that was back from when I was in college and I was training as a college student athlete. So now the goal is I just want to break 5 minutes, and I want to be as competitive as I can and beat as many people as I can. If I run, let's say 454, 452, I'd be stoked if I could go in those low 450s. So I got marathon legs. Goldy knows how much of beating the marathon takes. So right now I got 2 days. I'm just resting up. I'm going to take it easy tomorrow and see what I got under the lights. Pressure's on. Prime time. Friday night lights, baby. So we're going to run a mile and see how it goes.
Now, to be clear, when he says he hasn't run a mile in a long time, he means he hasn't run exclusively a mile as hard as he possibly can, okay?
Thank you.
Just to be clear on that. And also, he's being very humble. When he says he went to St. John Fisher, that's his alma mater. I mean, the dude's in the record books and the track team there. So, like, he's...
I have to say I've run more miles around that track than... I definitely have a home field advantage. So I definitely know the track, every single step of it. So I'm very excited to duke it out and just go throw down, dude. Goldy, when's the last time have you run an all-out mile? Have you ever run an all-out mile before?
I have. I did the Flight of 5 in Lockport. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
It was a mile race in Lockport. It was literally the last week that I lived in Buffalo before I moved to Texas. So I think I did like a 5:20 or something like that.
Dude, that's actually good.
Yeah,
good.
I'm pretty good at the short stuff.
Goldy, what do you think is a good mile race strategy? Like, how would you race a mile if you were to race a mile?
Well, that was gonna be my question. So for me, I like to, and for all of you keeping a score at home, I am not historically a runner. I just got into endurance sports later in life, so I don't have the strategy that someone like Mac does. I don't have the years of experience. I'm just basically what I like to do is white knuckle it. I like to go until there's nothing left in my tank. There's no pacing. There's no sprinting at the finish. It is come out hot like a rabbit and then just hang on for dear life. That is my goal.
Love it.
I like one of my strategies is to look at the course and the elevation profile. And what I like to do is I like to push it on the hills. A lot of people like to take it easy on the hills. Not easy, but you know what I mean? Like maybe dial back the pace a little bit. I like to push the pace on the hills because I see the other side as recovery. If I can just stick to the pace that I'm trying to shoot for overall, I feel like I can pick up time on the hills. I know that's an outrageous strategy, but for me, my strength comes in my strength. So, I'm somebody who likes to lift. I lift every day. A lot of runners don't do that. So I think my muscular strength can be to my advantage when I'm attacking hills, and that goes for the run and the bike too as a triathlete. So that would be a strategy that I implement when I do run, and it's worked out for me.
Well, if I could nitpick it real quick, even on a track, there's no hills, and there's nowhere to hide. And so I would love to know your opinion. Here as a former miler.
I completely forgot about that. That's because I had that race that I did in my head, which was up a hill, turn around, and then go down the hill. So, yes.
Listen, it was a great race plan. And so I just, like everything in your life, I'm blowing it up again.
Yeah,
and
just meltdown. I got to change my name again.
Yeah, so let me throw these couple strategies at you. These are in chat. This is I'm a former 410. I've run 410 for the mile. I definitely have experience running on the track in the mile, the 5K, the 2 mile, 800 meters. And so there's a couple strategies.
So real quick, Mac, before you dive into this, I want to
Yeah.
paint the picture for these people because I think a lot of people just think that you're just going to go to a track and run a mile. Like, this is an event, right? Like, go over the event. Like, what's the name of the event and, like, how's it laid out?
Yeah, so this is the 2025 Charlie McMullen Mile. It starts at 6 p.m. and there's basically every 10, 15 minutes or so, there's a different mile race throughout the evening, right? And in the first race of the night is a kids race. And then it just kind of starts building up toward the main event, right? There are different heats throughout the night, which I say heats, I mean just selected groups of runners that have entered at a certain ability level or group. There's a masters division there's a 60 and up division. Then there's, different age group divisions, right? So there's about, let's just say 10 races leading up to the main event, which is the men's elite field at 9 o'clock at night, which is basically any guy that has entered in the sub-5 minute mile heat will all start at once. They run 4 laps of the track, and it's under the lights. Everyone is down on the track watching close, like real close and personal, and music's on, and it's a really high energy environment that's designed to help you kind of run fast. Does that kind of make sense, Goldy?
Yeah. I was going to say that definitely would help because, I'm the kind of person who, I live on the hype train. So being at an event like that where you got people cheering you on, people getting you jacked up, you're watching people before you lead up to it, like you'll be under the lights, like that's all sweet. Like that is going to definitely spike that adrenaline. And help you cook.
And make sure you follow me. I'm gonna post some videos about it. Goldy, you will love it. I'm sure. You would love an event like this or a different kind of pop-up mile event. They're just so high energy, and you show up. It's 1 mile on the track. It's 4 laps. You're done in a few minutes, and then you can go back. And it's not gonna ruin your day like a marathon. Right.
I was gonna ask, with an event like that. Now I lost my train of thought. Damn it. Does it cost money to do? It costs money, I assume?
Yeah, it was it's a $30 entry, right? And that just pays for your bib and your spot in the race. And so it all goes to the race fees to set the whole event up. So so it's supposed to be really cool. And I was gonna say, the process for this isn't just a show up 2 minutes before and run. You really want to get there a good I'm going to get there probably hour 40 before my race, and then about probably 45 minutes before my race, I'm going to start warming up, which is just some light jogging. Then I do a couple drills, and then some faster strides getting ready to go. And then you're on the line, and you got to race, and then you just got to compete. So that's the fun part. That's really the best part.
So I'm looking at I'm on the website right now. You know what? I'm going to do this. TikTok fam, sorry you're not going to be able to see this.
Sorry,
but
TikTok.
Live stream, you will be able to see this. So I'm going to get this up here. We're going to switch scenes. Boom. So I am on the Charlie McMullen website right now. The Genesee Valley Harriers. That's this team, I guess, that runs this?
Yeah, it's a local running group that puts it on. I actually ran with them last night to do a track workout.
So it says here in the mid-1970s, Charlie ran the mile in 3:56, and he ran the marathon in 2:15. He was a national class master runner and a world-class person in 98. He led GVH, was first of over 50 national masters team championships. So that's pretty badass. So entry fee for adult race is $20 if received by June 5th. Obviously, you signed up late probably. That's why it was 30. Okay, so here are the divisions. So we got kids race, youth 14 and under, high school, girls 15 to 18, high school, boys 15 to 18, mixed mile, 10-plus minutes. Then you have the men and the women, 8 to 10 minutes. Men, sub-8, but not sub-5. I don't know why they just wouldn't put 5 to 8. women sub 8 but not sub 6:15. Masters Elite women sub 7:45. Masters Elite men sub 6:15. Do you know what's terrifying to me?
What?
I am 12 months away from being a Masters Elite man.
Well, then you'll be in that heat, buddy. You can catch the win.
That's sad. And then Open Elite women sub 6:15, and then last but not least, Open Elite men sub 5 minutes, non-high school. So then, first place is 400, second place is 250, and third place is 50. So you can win some cash. You think you can get up there?
I will absolutely not be winning any cash.
No?
No way. Maybe back in my day, I easily could have, but not now. I'm just trying to beat as many people as I can.
Dude, a bonus $500 for the male winner who breaks 4-minute mile and female winner who breaks 4:30.
Yeah, I do not think that's going to happen, but hey, it's going to be a fun race, and the winning time probably will be somewhere around 4 minutes and 10 seconds.
Have they not been doing this recently?
No, they've done it since like early 2000s.
Because the results stop at 2019.
Well, they definitely did it in. I was there in 2016, 2017, and 2018. So they must have just not had it. No, there they are, Goldy. You just missed it.
Yeah. It ends at 2019.
Oh, they probably just don't have them. They're probably just so old they don't have them linked somewhere.
So, in 2019, 426 won it. Oh, no. That's the kids. Okay, hold on. They do by age group, too? Why are there so many categories?
I don't know if you can find the 2018 results, but...
Wait, 1 mile run all merged. Oh, no, men 15 and 19, women...
What year are you on?
2019. Why wouldn't they have just the overall winners? Okay, never mind. This website sucks.
Oh, good. It looks pretty funky on the stream too, just so you know, because I have it pulled up on your YouTube.
Yeah, it's hold on, I can do this. Whoop!
It's okay.
There you go. Mac on the move. Look at that. Woo! Now we're stacking each other. Look at that, your boy Bob. Your boy Bob Otto. 80 plus.
Bobby.
926.
Bobby Bones. He might get you there, Goldy, huh?
Bobby's moving up a division now, because this was 6 years ago, and I was 85.
Bobby might be on your heels there, huh, Goldy?
I crushed Bobby. Bobby can suck it. All right, let's go back. So we're going to go back to talking about the race. So what's the strategy? You said you're going to get there how early?
Yeah, probably hour 40 before, and so I can start warming up about like probably 40 minutes away from the race.
Do you listen to music?
I'll probably listen to a little bit when I jog, but what I really wanted to tell you is that running a mile on the track, there's only a couple different strategies you can really do. One is, I call it front running, and that means you're literally either in the lead or you're like in sight of the lead, like almost in second, touching the lead, and you just do that right from the gun. So you kind of just go out really hard and be up right at the front.
That's what I'm saying. That's my strategy. So white knuckle it, baby.
Yeah, there's a lot of pros and cons to that. So the other strategies I like to call sit and kick. And so that is sit a little further back. Depends on your pace, obviously. You don't have to be in last, but somewhere to the mid pack, maybe mid to like ending third of the pack, right? And then with about a third left in the race, so in a mile, that would mean about 600 meters to go, about a lap and a half. Then you start moving up, and you just kind of burn it that last 200 meters or half a track to try to catch as many people who went out too hard as you can.
Right,
The only other third strategy, Goldie, is just kind of a safe man's race, and that is, I just call it getting out and just going to the middle and just trying to relax and really not having any strategy. Like, you kind of go hard, but also you don't go too back. It's kind of just a safe strategy.
So you know what I think I think your training and maybe your personality type may fit one of those a little bit better. Not you specifically. I'm just saying, like for me, for instance, right? I think one of my strengths is I'm very good at dealing with the uncomfortable. So like I'm very good at digging to that dark place, and I think that's why the strategy of just white knuckling it, going out there trying to be a rabbit and hanging on for dear life, that works for me, but I don't think that would work for a lot of people if you're not diving into that deep end. You know what I'm saying? Consistently.
Agreed. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
And really, I think it also depends on the race too. Like I was a college coach for 4 years, so I was coaching athletes. Every athlete is different, and it also depends on the race that you're doing. Because one race might be better to do one strategy, another race might be better to do another strategy. So it just depends on the race.
So what's so your expectation? You said you're thinking like what?
Oh man, if I run 4:55 or faster, I'd be super happy just because of how tired my legs have felt since the marathon. So I'm shooting for a 4:55. I'm trying to run pretty smooth, and I want to catch people at the end. Is kind of my strategy.
Are any of your friends going? You can maybe live stream it. That would be awesome.
I don't know if I'm going to be a live stream, but I am dropping a YouTube video of the race and kind of my race day vlog.
That's sweet.
So
I think you should have someone live stream it. That would be badass.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll see what they kind of got cooking for it, but I'm going to try to drop a YouTube video of the whole vlog for the whole day and the whole night, so it should be cool.
And then, how confident are you in that 4:55?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I think I am a 8 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
I might run faster, or that might kind of be right on the money. I think it really depends how I'm feeling. I also I did order some track spikes for the race, but I made the fatal mistake of I think ordering them way too late and trusting eBay to be on time with shipping. And I don't think they're going to be here in time for the race, which if I had the track spikes that I ordered, I would at least shave 2 seconds off my time, guaranteed, because I ordered some really cool spikes. So I will not get to wear them. But, Goldy, I want to tease my next thing after this race, which will lead into your things perfectly. Okay? We're talking about world records here, right? I'm doing this mile. Hey, I'm doing this. It's going to be fun. I'm going to really compete as hard as I can. I'm going to bust my butt. But I'm not setting any world records with this race, right? The next thing, chat, everybody, the next thing that I'm looking at down the road will be a world record attempt. And I will just say it could be in the realm of another mile, but it's going to be a beer mile on the track with a certain type of beer that has only been run once on the internet, and I can definitely beat that time. So stay tuned for that big announcement coming soon.
That is the teaser to end all teasers, because now I'm not going to be able to sleep for a week until I know what you're doing.
Dude, I know. And so it goes perfectly to your world records you're going to be chasing. I'm going to go for one. It could be as soon as the week after the race. It just depends if the weather's right, if it's the right setting. It'll be either that week or the week after. You will see an announcement probably early next week, and it's going to be sick because I am going to set a internet world record out there for a beer mile with a certain type of beer that has only been run once.
See, that's something that like me and Mac were talking about. Is we took the training very, 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 very seriously for the Buffalo Half Marathon and the Buffalo Marathon. We'll just, from now on, I'll just say Buffalo Marathon weekend, okay? We took the training very, very serious for that. Both him and I. I'm actually training. The reason I did it, the timing, the Buffalo Half Marathon specifically, is because I'm training for a half Ironman, and the run in a half Ironman is a half marathon. So the training for half Ironman lined up perfectly for the Buffalo Half Marathon. But, I've committed myself to that, and Mac absolutely, like, what he did training for that marathon was ridiculous. And if you've ever trained for anything, even if you'd never trained and then started training for a 5K, you understand the discipline it takes to train when you don't want to stick to a schedule, to commit to your weekends and all that kind of stuff. So we're using this opportunity now. This could be the summer for the boys because we are trying to get back into some of our hobbies that we may have put to the side a little bit. And one of my hobbies, and I know with Mac just talking about what he wants to do too, is we like having fun. We like combining our athletic endeavors with some live stream fun action, maybe some causes, maybe to just have a good time, show what you're capable of, and just getting weird with it. So if you guys have any challenges that you want to see us do, for instance, 10,000 calories burned and consumed in the same day, stuff like that.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff like that. If you want to see me go to the Texas Rangers game, do the 9, 9, and 9 challenge, but maybe add a 9 on top of it. 9 beers, 9 hot dogs, and 9 innings, maybe 9 miles beforehand. Let's get crazy with it. Let's get weird. Let's have fun, all right? So we got a lot of stuff. But that leads us to our segment. Before we dive into the world record, let's talk about, because we're talking about speed, we're talking about being fast, let's talk about speed workouts.
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite go-to, like, speed workout that you have?
Yeah, that's a awesome question. If anyone in the chat has any thoughts on different speed, I know there's all different types of speed. Goldy comes from a very short burst speed background, which trains very differently than probably a running, like more aerobic speed background.
I was
like
anaerobic.
Me coming from more track and field, like speed endurance kind of vibe, right? Very different types of speed, but my favorite type of speed is straight up putting your lightest and fastest shoes on, going to the track, and doing very short intervals with high rest. That means anywhere from 5 to 8 minutes between these different intervals of a rep. And I'd say somewhere around the lines of 150 meters to 200 meters with probably about 5 minutes rest, as hard as you can. Trust me, your legs will be burning by that third and fourth rep. You can only really probably do 6 or 7 of them at max effort before you're cooked.
So I would say one of my favorite things, and to give you a little bit of background, so yes, I came from the anaerobic world, and I really enjoy the endurance world, but the hybrid concept, that's really like captivated my excitement. So if you look behind me, I have the High Rocks banners. So training for a High Rocks is like, I love competing in that event. And that is heart rate fluctuations up and down because you're doing 8 basically anaerobic activities. But in between each one of those, you're running a 1K, which is aerobic. So for me, I like fartlek training. A workout I did a couple days ago. No, it was yesterday. You start off with a 15, 20-minute warm-up, and then I believe it was 10 rounds of, you'd alternate between a 7:30 pace for 3 minutes and a 5:30 pace for 1 minute. So you're looking like this. You're looking like a roller coaster. So a 5:30 pace is moving, but you're not sprinting. And a 7:30 pace isn't a slow jog, but, that's like your higher zone 2, lower zone 3, for me at least. So for each person, it'd be a little bit different, obviously, the paces and the cadence and all that. But I really like that one because I'm somebody who, I like chasing numbers. It just in my head, I like, all right, 8 to go. You got 5 to go. You got 3 to go. And like, I like having that watch on that's like dinging every 3 minutes. Go. You got 1 minute. That's it. Dig deep, and that I like doing those kind of workouts because it helps with the kind of being a hybrid athlete. It helps, maintain your muscle, but also build your cardiovascular endurance. And in triathlon, it's definitely advantageous to have muscle. So that's kind of my, and I like short course triathlon. So that kind of training helps in that world as well. So that would be my favorite kind of short or my speed workout.
Yeah, I will add even one more to our list here. Hills pay the bills.
Oh my
was what my
God.
coach used to tell me.
Also go
Hills,
Bills.
oh, and bills pay the bills, but hills pay the bills. Find a hill. Everyone here, no excuses. You know a hill. I don't care where you live. You can find a hill. Put your water bottle at the bottom. If it's short and steep, even better. That's better for building short burst acceleration and speed. Really quick, 10 to 15 seconds, as hard as you can. Full recovery.
Yep.
Trust me, you're gonna gain some speed.
Yep.
If you do that for a couple weeks, huh?
It'll put some. They'll get you a butt too. That's how you build those leg muscles.
Yeah, that's gonna build those quads and those Achilles tendons, getting them real strong to really get low and sprint.
You see a lot of NFL athletes train on hills.
Yeah, the guys I do not want to face in the A gap.
That's right, or any gap.
Yeah, not at all. I don't want to see Derrick Henry in the gap at all.
All right, guys. So I think it's time to figure out what record I'm going to try to break next. Let's have some fun with this.
Yeah.
We won't
Dude,
spend
I
a
think
ton of
so.
time on it, but all right. So we're gonna switch gears here. We're gonna shift the screen here. Here we go. All right. So my best friend, ChatGPT. We're gonna say, "Hi, ChatGPT. It's nice to see you again." You got to be
Goldy's
nice to it.
friend-
When the robots take over,
Yeah.
it's going to remember who was nice to it.
I was gonna say Goldie's friends currently are Mac, ChatGPT, and his dog.
Well, my dog's on the fence. Knowing what you know about me, what are some Guinness World Records that I can attempt that you think I can break? Here we go. You ready? This should be interesting. Also, before I hit the button on this, I learned something today about the Guinness World Records. Do you want to hear it?
Shoot.
Do you know that the Guinness World Records is Guinness beer? It's the same company.
Wait, so just clarify, do you mean the company the holding company of Guinness Beer also just owns Guinness World Records?
Do you know how it came about?
No idea.
Because people were making bar bets over their beer, and they wanted to make an official ledger of like world records, and it just exploded from there. Isn't that interesting?
Hey, that makes sense though. Some drunk people back in like the 1900s, like
I never
having
thought
some
of that.
Guinness, and that
Never
makes
connected those
sense.
dots, but
Wow.
all right. We hit enter. Here we go. Hey, Goldy, great to see you again too. See, my boy. Knowing your background, you're a hybrid athlete, endurance junkie, fundraiser, Guinness World Records breaker almost. Okay, kind of a dick thing to say.
Wow, that's-
And a showman. Okay, well, that's correct. Here are some Guinness World Record ideas you think you could realistically train for and break. Okay. Endurance and costume signature Goldie style. Fastest half marathon wearing a full suit. Oh, a little classy action. Costumes not yet claimed could include a donut, a cowboy, a shark, or a U.S. president. Run as Trump dog? Let's go.
Oh my god! I mean, hey, but if we're just talking about going viral, Goldie, that would go viral.
That would get some clicks. You've done lacrosse gear, banana suit, Santa. This is your bread and butter. Okay. So a suit,
Goldie, I would run as Abe Lincoln next to you because I'm tall and skinny.
dude. That would be so funny. Okay, so you know what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
So we're gonna go to Guinness World Records. We're gonna look at these records as we look this up, right? So fastest half marathon wearing a full suit. Let's see what that one is. Search.
Hey, TikTok people, any questions of what world record that's silly we should attempt next? Feel free to drop it in the chat. Any silly world record challenge, whatever you think. Any random ideas, no wrong answers. Feel free to drop it in the chat.
Okay, well, there goes that idea because a guy in Syracuse actually broke the record in 1 hour and
Oh
12
my
minutes.
God.
So, yeah, okay, so we're not doing that one.
Oh my God.
All right. Way to go. How about costumes not yet claimed? I think, was it? I mean, cowboy, it'd be like, I'm in Dallas, you know? Let's see if anything comes
Cowboy,
up with that.
yeah. What was the cowboy record? Oh, it wasn't claimed. Never mind. Yeah, you said that.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't claimed. I thought I saw it, though. That's why I searched it.
I mean, a shark would be funny though. Shark Week. Think about that.
Oh, a shark. Shark Week. Okay. How about, okay, fastest half marathon shark. This guy, I mean, something's got, people have had to come up with that.
Goldy, scroll up to the one with golf clubs. Fastest half marathon holding golf clubs.
Where's that?
It was at the very top of it. It's a little probably delayed, but it was at the very top of your screen. Oh, it was at the top of your search results.
Okay, I lost it.
Never mind. Wow, it's okay. But it said it was slow. Like you could get that.
Fastest half marathon golf clubs?
Carrying golf clubs.
Okay, let's see. Carrying golf clubs, male. 1 hour, 57 minutes.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it would suck, but you could get that.
Okay.
It would be kind of funny. It'd be like you'd have to do it like during the Masters or something.
Yeah. I mean, fastest marathon carrying golf clubs is 4 hours and 14 minutes.
Oh my God, that would be so painful, but man, that would be you would get some clicks, man. Every golf like channel would like repost that.
Okay, so I wonder what. Here, look it. Robert last year achieved the Guinness World Record title for fastest half marathon dressed as a cowboy. So it is a record. Okay. Okay, golf clubs are on the board. Golf clubs are on the board. I like this. Okay. Most half marathons run in different costumes in 30 days.
Oh my God. What is that record?
I don't know. I'm just gonna search that one. That would be fun.
God.
That would be a wild month.
Dude, I love the shark idea though.
Shark idea is great. I gotta find it though.
And the president one is funny, man.
Okay, here we go. So there's no specific record mentioned for the most half marathons run in different costumes in 30 days. However, there are notable achievements in running half marathons in costumes. Jesus, someone ran a marathon every day for 365 days.
Oh yeah, dude. Dude, Goldie, some dude just ran across the continent of Australia and set the world record of fastest time across. It was 84 days it took him, which he averaged 112 Ks a day. So that's two and a half marathons a day.
That is what?
Yeah, dude just said it. I was watching the whole YouTube documentary. It was amazing. And there's a guy live right now that is on the Appalachian Trail going for the App Trail record for fastest time through the App Trail.
I think a girl just broke the girl record of it recently, I think.
She just did last year,
Yeah.
and now a guy's out going for her record.
That's a sweet record. I am a giant pansy and cannot exist in nature, so that one is sweet, but I'm terrified.
No, it's a crazy one. You gotta be a sender out there.
Most burpees in 1 hour wearing a weighted vest.
Dude, that'd be so painful.
I wonder what the record is. Let's see. $150 burpees in a week. What? It's easy. Okay, so I guess there's not a record there. I don't really like
Hey,
that one.
Goldie, what was the record in the president's costume? What was the record for that?
Let's look it up.
Or maybe it wasn't taken. Dude, if you ran that as like George Washington or like that would be so funny.
4th of July.
Dude, you do that. Be Teddy Roosevelt. I'll do it as Abe Lincoln. How funny that would be.
Let's see. Oh, great. Right there. Fastest half marathon in the lacrosse kit. It just pops up. Right? Rubbing it in my face.
It actually showed up.
Yeah, and it's friggin' it still says the old time.
I can't see it because it's a little bit delayed on my stream, so.
You know what I'll do? Here. Do I need
Oh,
you
there
to
it is.
I don't need you to share anymore, right?
No, you're good. It's okay.
Can you see my screen?
No, I mean I have your stream pulled up on my other.
No, look on Zoom.
Yeah, I have it. I don't see it. It's still you.
Oh. It says I'm screen sharing.
Maybe it's.
A female suit's an hour and 36 minutes. I could do that. Let's see. What else we got? Fastest half marathon dressed as a clown is 1:26. That's too fast. I can't do that. Wearing armor?
That'd be crazy, dude.
Dude, the record's a half marathon in 3 hours and 26 minutes. Half marathon.
Goldie, is my video lagging on your stream?
Oh yeah, I gotta switch. I'll stop sharing. I think it screwed it up. There we go. You're back.
Oh, there we go.
Let me get back to the half marathon by a mascot.
I mean, that would be amazing too.
1 hour 37 minutes.
You could do that. You'd have to pick the right mascot. That is doable.
I wonder what the qualifications would be. You know what's ironic is I just accidentally came across this, but I forgot. My mom actually suggested this one. So it was done as Bobby the Bee. Let's look what the mascot looks like. Bobby the Bee. It's a hospice mascot. I feel bad beating that record. Oh shit, that looks terrible. That's a great record.
137? Oh, Bobby the Bee. Yeah.
I mean, that's a legit mascot costume.
It's just showing up now on your screen, so I'm just seeing it now.
I don't know. Let's we'll keep that one on the back burner. We'll keep that
Oh,
one.
man, that's definitely legit. I just saw it. That's legit, man.
What's a 137? What pace is that?
Oh, Goldie, I mean, that's a little slower than what you just ran. I mean, you just ran 129. So, I mean, think like, it's got to be like 7:15.
Dude, that's
7:20
cooking.
pace.
That's cooking. In a mascot costume?
Yeah, it's probably about 7:18 pace.
Okay, we'll keep that one up, maybe. That's a maybe. Okay, so let's keep going here. Fastest mile while pulling a weighted sled. Oh my god, that would be a nightmare.
That would be a nightmare, dude.
Fastest mile run with a dog in costume.
So that's probably fast. That's probably pretty fast.
Most high fives given while running a mile in costume. Fastest mile while solving a Rubik's Cube every 400 meters.
Oh my god, that sounds like torture.
Huh. Okay, it's just coming up with stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna ask it. What are some records that already exist that you think I can attempt? Enough with this nonsense, ChatGPT.
Goldie, what I'm envisioning is that maybe we don't have to do it on this stream, but we get to a list of, I don't know, 5, 6, and you put it out just your social media to vote, of what you should go for.
That's what I want. I'm like saving some of these. Fastest mile in ice hockey gear.
That's like in line with what you've been doing.
Most consecutive days. Okay. What did I just ask it? Okay. I need records that are in the Guinness Book of World Records. You stupid AI bot.
Hey, that's one of your friends, man.
Well, we're about to not be friends after this conversation.
Damn.
All right, here we go. Fastest half marathon in American football gear. Okay, it's confusing it. It says the current record for the half marathon is 3 hours and 45 minutes. Don't think that's right.
Yeah, that's not right.
Holy cow. Most chest to ground burpees in an hour, 1,027.
Jesus Christ.
17 burpees a minute for an hour.
That's David Goggins probably did that.
I could not do that. Let's see. Most push-ups in 1 hour with a 40-pound pack. 1240? Yeah, Serbian did it. No chance. No. Most double high fives in 1 minute?
I'd say...
That would be kind of fun.
What the heck?
I would need 144 people, though.
You have to do it at like a Renegades game or something.
Yeah? There's a lot of organizing, though, and I don't trust people. It says I should go for the greatest distance run in 24 hours. Yeah, I'll just go break endurance records.
Oh my god.
Greatest distance? No. Okay, this is useless. You know what? We're just gonna go back to the page and we'll get a couple more. Oh my god. Fastest half marathon in a straight jacket. That's terrifying.
Jesus Christ.
Fastest half marathon skipping rope. What do you think? What do you think it is?
Oh my god. Just let me guess. My guess is I'm going to say 158.
Close. 150.
Okay. That's insane.
Let's see what else.
A dude from Greece just did it? Oh my god, bro.
Fastest half marathon dressed as a female. Fastest half marathon dressed as an elf. That would be funny, but the record's 115. I ain't touching that. Pajamas 123. Man. Fastest half marathon dressed as a badminton player. 143. What's a badminton player though?
Here's the thing that actually sounds doable, but I can't see you doing that. There's nothing like cool about that.
Yeah, there's nothing exciting about that. That's stupid. Boxer. Okay, this one's pretty funny. Half marathon dressed as a star. Like I think a physical, like a star.
That's funny.
I think. 132. Okay. I think we got some fuel. I might have to do a little bit more research. I thought ChatGPT would be a little bit dressed as a ninja. 143.
TikTok, what do you think? What do you think, TikTok? What should we be running? What kind of challenge should we run?
Fastest
let us
half
know.
marathon in full military uniform. I just go stolen valor. That'll get some clicks.
You'd be handcuffed across the finish line.
On the 4th of July, too.
It's patriotic.
Damn, video game character would be sweet, but it's 118, so no chance.
Yeah, no, that's fast.
Fastest half marathon dressed as a rancher. 136.
Well, you do live in Texas.
That would be, that could be one. Fastest half marathon barefoot on ice and snow.
I mean, that. Do you want frostbite?
Yeah, how do you even do that? Fastest half marathon controlling a tennis ball. This dude did it in 146.
That's fast.
Fastest half marathon dressed as a mammal. 147. Okay, that one's on the board. What does that mean? Will enjoys running and has used his gorilla suit to raise awareness. Okay, I will put on a gorilla suit and break 147.
That would be hilarious.
Okay.
Raise money for Harambe. Harambe. Oh, shoot,
That
TikTok.
I think we have a leader in the clubhouse. That's
That would
funny.
be hilarious.
See, the piece of fruit. I'm gonna do the piece of fruit too. I mean,
Fruit would be good.
I
Hey, I just
attempted
wanna
it. That's
real
the
quick-
one I didn't do.
Goldie, I just want to real quick just take a second for the stream here. Just have a moment for Harambe, everybody.
Yeah,
Please.
R.I.P.
Like, just think about that sweet prince we let go for a sec here. Just R.I.P. Harambe. Honestly, I wish I could dedicate this whole stream to Harambe. He deserves it. He's a prince.
You know
So,
what? From now on, it is.
Should this just be Harambe Wednesdays?
Harambe Wednesdays. Fastest half marathon dressed in a baseball uniform? It's 148.
Dude, you could slam that.
Okay. I think we got a lot to work with here. Male cheerleaders, 129. Wearing handcuffs? Oh my god.
That's be bad. How are you going to drink water?
That's insane. Okay, so we got something to work with here, though. I mean, there's 16 pages of this, so we're not going to go through all of them. So I'll do some homework. I'll put some out to the social media. Some of these, I don't even know what the hell they mean. Wearing ski boots? That looks like hell. Fastest half marathon carrying a car tire.
Goldie, someone on TikTok, someone just posted the ski boots marathon. They just did it in like Europe somewhere, and did it.
Really?
Yeah, I just saw on TikTok literally 2 days ago.
That's
someone
crazy.
Just did it. It looked like the grossest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, my feet would just fall off.
Yep. I just saw some dude on TikTok. What's up? Speaking of TikTok, what the heck is up? Drop where you're from in the chat. Chat. Let us know hi. Say hi to us. Let us know where you're from.
What's a gaita? Fastest time to run a half marathon wearing a gaita.
A gator?
Geta.
Oh, I don't know.
It said it was done in Japan. Maybe it's a Japanese thing. I don't know. Fastest half marathon skipping without a rope. 2 hours and 12 minutes.
That sounds odd.
I don't even know what that would look like. Like just skipping? It's not really my jam.
Goldie, I think you got a lot to work with.
We got a lot to work with. We got a lot to work with. A beekeeper suit? That would be hell. All right. We won't... Oh my god. Fastest half marathon running barefoot backwards.
Dude.
What do you think that time is?
That'd be tough, bro.
What do you think that time is?
I'm gonna say 205.
154.
Uh,
Okay. We're going to keep diving into this later. But I think we got some good stuff to work with here. The baseball one seems like a no-brainer.
the baseball one seems like a lob. The running as a piece of fruit seems good.
See, I thought so too, and then they told me my costume wasn't big enough.
Well, so like I'm just saying, in a perfect world, if we figured it out, fruit would be good. Running as dressed as a president would be good. Running, I forget the other couple. I'm a big proponent of dressed as a gorilla. If the gorilla suit half marathon,
The gorilla's good. The gorilla's
I'm
good.
biased to Harambe, my king. So
How fast do you think you could run a half marathon dribbling a basketball?
Sorry, there's Fast and Furious going on behind me. What'd you say?
Again?
Yeah.
How think you could run? How fast do you think you could run dribbling a basketball?
Me probably for if I'm talking half marathon on pavement and I don't have to worry about any like weird turns and stuff. Maybe I could give you like I could probably average around like 8:30 to 9 minute pace. Probably like 8:30, 9 minutes.
Is that
like,
2 hours and 3 minutes?
It's probably gonna be it'd be real close. It'd be real close to 2 hours probably.
That would be wild.
I'm not bad at basketball. I could probably get pretty close to that.
Fastest half marathon wearing high heels as a male. There's one for you.
Oh, I do that every day though.
That would like broken ankle territory. All right, we will do fastest half marathon in a football kit. What could have been? What could have been? All right, I'm out. All right, so we're gonna go back to the. We got some good stuff to work with. We're gonna post on social media some different ideas. We're gonna ask for some ideas, and we'll go from there. So to wrap up, Mac, what are your final thoughts heading into Friday?
Final thoughts, chat. Listen, we're gonna run a mile on the track, all out. I'm gonna see what my time comes out to. Go follow along on all my social media: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Strava. If you want the live updates, it's gonna be sick. And stay tuned for the big world record announcement from me coming after the race of when my big announcement is gonna happen of this next big record I'm going to chase, which would be really, really cool. So stay tuned for that. Lots of cool content coming your way. I'm posting everything. This is going to be the summer, like Goldy said, of diving into my stuff again now that I'm done marathon training. So stay tuned. Lots of cool stuff. I'm running. I'm golfing. I'm playing guitar. I'm doing all this cool stuff. So watch. Coming your way.
Oh, that actually, last thing I want to mention before we finish up here. Have you ever seen speed golf?
Of course. Yeah, I want to speed golf.
I want to speed golf too, so we got to figure out how to be in the same city. Okay.
You gotta play disc golf. You would love disc golf.
I bought them. I just have never done it. I want to, and I just can't. I get obsessed with things, and I can't get any more hobbies than I'm obsessed. The Switch 2 just came out, and I'm trying to get my hands on one. I'll never leave the house again.
Goldie, tomorrow's another special day for me. I have a cool video dropping tomorrow that you will see, but also I have a tattoo appointment in the afternoon, and I'm getting 6 new tattoos tomorrow afternoon, baby.
6 new tattoos?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're going to be sick. I'm really hyped about it.
If that's not a promo for next week's show, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
So, we got Max Race on Friday. We got Wildcard Wednesday next Wednesday. I'm going to be updating with what official record that I'm going to break. We definitely got on the right path. And I have another big announcement possibly coming up. We'll see. So I guess the final message here is run fast, break records, and stay unhinged, because that's what we do here. And remember, Goldy Goes on my social media, Instagram, X, YouTube, Strava. It's Goldy Goes. Go for the Goldies dead. Goldy Goes all over the place. So until next time, Goldy checking out from Dallas, Texas, and Mac
checking out Rochester, New York.
Bye-bye.
It's Wildcard Wednesday, time to play. Goldy and Mac bring fun your way. From training talk to crazy scenes,